Well, this is definitely going to be a fun video. Pokemon Legends ZA just came out about a week and a half ago. Now, of course, the question is it good? It's fantastic. So, of course, this is this is the newest Pokemon game. Right now, we're in the ninth generation of Pokemon, and this is the second Legends game that we've gotten. And honestly, this feels like the Pokemon Z we waited a long time for. Now, a quick recap of Pokemon X and Y, and do be careful because I'm going to be spoiling Pokemon X and Y, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, Sun and Moon, possibly Ultra Sun and Moon, and of course Legends ZA. So do be warned. So X and Y came out in 2013 and deals with Team Flare trying to use the ultimate weapon in Kalos. Now, of course, obviously, that does go awry, and supposedly Lysander is dead. Supposedly. We also do battle AZ, who's immortal, and he gets his Floret. And of course, we do get a mention of him in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire during a Delta episode, which makes sense because, hey, there's a lot of Mega Evolution in that part. And of course, Sun and Moon, where it doesn't appear in it, Zygarde 10% form and 100% form did make its official appearance in those games. It also didn't really have much to do in Ultra Sun and Moon, but at the same time, you can still get it in Ultra Sun and Moon. And of course, we get to Pokemon Legends ZA, which takes place 5 years after the events of X and Y. So, the game is primarily set in Lumiose City. Well, it's set in Lumiose City. And of course, now, this did seem like a concern at first, but there's world zones in the game, and honestly, I thought that they were pretty good. I really had fun going through these ones, and I can't wait to play this game again. But your player character joins a group called Team MZ, and you're pretty much trying to get to the A rank in the ZA Battle Royale, which okay, it's pretty cool. You know, this kind of, I guess, this serves as like the badge system for this game, and it generally was pretty good. It's a bit flawed because they skip over a few letters, well, a ton of them, but I do think it was still well implemented. Also, other things I did like about this one is, of course, the story, which is pretty much the story for this one is you, along with your other teammates, are trying to prevent the end of Lumiose City because, well, something is happening and it can kind of spell doom for the city. There's Pokemon going rogue and Mega Evolving, and it's really up to you to help solve it. Overall, I think the story was really good and honestly really heartbreaking, especially the ending. But the ending is really honestly cool too, because, well, again, spoilers, which should be watching this video if you have not played this game yet. Zygarde gets Mega Evolution, and you get to fight Floette, which is generally really cool and was one of the most shocking moments in the game. And of course, one of the saddest was AZ dying. And of course, also really interesting that Lysander was immortal. It's also really cool to see the remnants of Team Flare, although I really do wish other members did make a return. I also kind of do wish other characters like gym leaders and the player characters along with their friends made a return too. That would have been really cool. But overall, I do think Legends ZA was pretty fun. I do love this story. I love the new Mega Evolutions, aside from Mega Starmie. And I really did like the look and feel of this game. I think other things I really did like about this game was, of course, the return of Alpha Pokemon. They were pretty cool too, and were really challenging. Like, wow. Especially the Mega Pokemon. Like, that Frostless fight I actually almost lost. And a few other fights to increase my rank, I almost lost 2. And overall, I really did have fun. I do love the Pokedex too, and the new Megas, again, for most part, were pretty cool too. The new characters were really interesting, especially Gwen and Canary. And overall, I do feel like this is I feel like this is the true ending for X and Y. My biggest issue with X and Y is that it felt incomplete. But with Legends ZA, it feels like it did get complete. While Sun and Moon did feel like it was trying to finish what X and Y started with introducing the new Zygarde forms, it didn't really feel like it did much. But of course, with Pokemon Legends ZA, I kind of feel like that's forgiven. It generally feels like the story for Kalos got wrapped up. Sure, it sucks that we had to wait over 10 years, but at the same time, I feel like the wait isn't too much of an issue anymore, because this was generally a really fun game. And while there is issues, such as the fact that you can't really trade Megastones, the fact that the Kalos Stardust Megas are locked behind multiplayer, and there only being like 230 Pokemon in Pokedex, that's not really enough to really say that it's a bad game. And honestly, it's a nearly perfect game in my opinion. And I really did enjoy this one, and I'm actually looking forward to the DLC and what Pokemon does next. And as we know, Pokemon is going to be hitting its 30th anniversary next year. So the hype around new games is honestly unimaginable at this point. But that's all I really have to say about this. I really did enjoy this game, and I recommend it to anyone who has a Switch 1 or a Switch 2. I believe that this was one of the best Pokemon games that we've gotten, and if this is the final Gen 9 game, I feel like Gen 9 is ending on a very high note. But that's all I really have to say for today. So of course, thank you all for watching, and have a wonderful day. I will of course be back next time with a brand new video. Peace out.